What's up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name's Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It's Tuesday night. That means it's live time. I hope that you were all doing well. Hello, Shannon. How are you? So I have some fun plans for tonight. I have a game, some more scavenger hunt stuff, and then I am going to be kitting up my kit for the 24-hour marathon for mental health, which will be happening on the 31st of May. That's a Saturday. Missy D, hello. That will be a Saturday, like morning, my time, into Sunday morning. You can't hear me. Oh no. Not sure why you can't hear me. Um, it's showing that my mic is picking me up. That's very strange. Hmm. Well, let me know if anybody else cannot hear me or you can't hear me asking that question. Lol. Um, because everything looks normal on my end. Yeah, Shannon can hear me. I don't know what's going on. Wendy, I don't know what's happening. You have your volume up? Laurel can hear me. Stacy can hear me. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Laurel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Wendy. So the marathon for mental health will occur, like I said, on the 31st of May. Excuse you, Togo. I don't need you talking over me, Burb. But I have picked a kit, and since and they turned up their sound. Sorry, Wendy. I don't mean to make you the problem. Um, Last year when I did the marathon for mental health, I worked on Ajasai. Oh, this beauty. Hold on, let me go all the way back here. This is a ways back. It's in the way back machine here. There we are. I finished her during the 24-hour live last year. And this one is a Margaret Morales piece. And as you guys know, she is my favorite artist. So this year, I thought during the last live, there was a sale that happened on Saturday morning because I went Friday into Saturday instead of Saturday into Sunday. And I picked up Roma by Margaret Morales. And I thought, what a perfect way to go full circle than to work on Miss Chroma. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on Chroma. So I figured I would start out the usual way with how I normally kit up and then go from there. I invite people, if you would like to also work on a Morales, I say go ahead, pick your favorite one. I mean, granted, yes, we'll be doing Mary Morales again in December, but why not have another Mary Morales in the in the middle of May? A Mary Morales in the middle of May. Try saying that 10 times fast. It's so alliterative. Anyways, yeah, I picked this one up. She Now, as to why she represent Hi, Wallflower. You had me muted. Well, see, now Wendy, I can't do nothing about that. um as for why Chroma represents mental health to me, and it's actually kind of a little bit of a backwards story. Um, I was going to do a passion project wherein I did different like phases in my life. For women, we have maiden, mother, and crone. And Chroma has always represented to me like my mother stage, uh, because when I was working at the Renaissance Fair, I played a character named Mary Meet Again. She wore all rainbows, and that was a good decade of my life. And my kids grew up at the Ren Fair, um, and it represented a really good time in my life. That all being said, it represented a really messy time in my life too, where I was still kind of in the grips of addiction. I was not sleeping. I was not taking good care of myself. And so while I was putting in, 12-hour days at the Renaissance Fair, I wasn't doing anything for myself. And so it's sort of a double-edged sword. It was like the best of times, but also the worst of times. So that is why I thought, if I'm going to pick any Morales that would fit, not only for mental health reasons, but also for the the whole full circle thing, right? That all works. So that is why Chroma is being kitted up. She is 70 colors, 70 colors. I'm going to put her into Elizabeth Ward storage because I think I can fit a little bit more in there. I'm going to cut this down. I don't need all of this extra stars stuff on the outside here. Um, so yeah, I I thought, yes, why not? Why the heck not? And then I figured also we could make a fun game out of everything for the scavenger hunt. I've got new questions. Gotta love having some new questions. I don't know why I'm saving all of these stickers and things. I usually pitch them, but I figure why not? Okay. Um, mm, trim it down. Hi, Sarah. So, that all being said, what is everybody up to this evening? Are you working on any diamond paintings? Are you working? Are you having some dinner? What's happening in your lives? Okay, I gotta write and I gotta think. Get up is hi, Abby. Hi, Jamie. All right, and Uh, so I wanted to know also, I need to grab a few extra moderators for YouTube, okay? Um, if you are interested, because that 24-hour live, uh, I am going to need just people to keep an eye on things. I'm not going to need you to boot anybody or do anything too serious, but if anybody's interested with moderation on YouTube. If you're here during the lives, some or most of the time, that would be really useful. It doesn't really take much except for like if I'm in the middle of talking about something and I need a link, or if I need somebody to remind people to hit the like button. Anybody who might be interested, definitely let me know. Ooh, you're working on a rainy day kit solstice. Now, Stacy, is that Lovelle's solstice? She was a beautiful finish. Just finished dinner, thinking about doing my whip. Ooh, working on Moon Goddess. So, Jamie, I'm gonna your birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie. How did I not know that? Discord didn't tell me. Plan on popping in, but oh, your birthday is on May 31st. I was like, wait a minute. That can't be right. What's up, Melissa? Plan on popping in, but I may be going out that day. Well, guess what? We're just gonna go ahead and add you as a moderator. Why is it so tiny? Hello, be bigger. There we go. Wait a minute, today is your birthday? Well, happy early birthday. And then Wallflower, you're always here. You want to be a moderator? Well, guess what? You just got nominated by me. Boom, look at that. Done. Add moderators left and right. A very unhappy birthday. Oh, schnikes. I thought you were gonna say a merry unbirthday, but unhappy birthday. Shit. Getting serious now. You don't play. Mel does not play. Okay. Now, get this lid out of my way. I'm gonna need that. So, okay, I came up with, I have another 40 scavenger hunt questions, but I might not get to 40. We'll see what happens. You have a grad party, so at some point you'll be out. That's fine. And yes, it is a week from Friday. Also try to stay awake. It's okay. Like I said, most of it is just like if I need a link found or something and I'm in the middle of doing something or reminding people to hit the like button or whatever. But for the most part, it's just going to be when you can be there, it's fine. Because most people are not in here causing, ruckus or whatever. Something popped up on my screen. Not sure what I pressed. It might have been the mod thing. I think it was probably the mod thing because I just added you. Wendy can help when she's around. Boop. There you go. I'm done. All right. So the scavenger hunt. Now I have already done what, 90? 120? 120 of the scavenger hunt questions. And so far I'm off by 2. No, 4. I'm off by 4 of 120. If you're looking for the questions, they are on the Discord in like live games. It has all of them listed, all the different scavenger hunt questions. And you can use your, excuse the back of that paper. With it, you'd be a terrible mod, which is why you didn't volunteer. Too late. Already done. Abby, there you go. The more the merrier. Everybody's and you get a moderator and you get a moderator and you get a moderator tag. Woo! It's like Oprah. I think you'll be fine, guys. Like for real. Don't even worry about it. More or less, if like an F word comes up, go ahead and allow it because I don't even care about the F word personally. So thank you for asking, Missy. The 24-hour live is going to start, I believe I put it at 11 a.m. my time. Hold, please. Not that one. There we go. Looking for buttons. That will be on May 31st. Where did I put the thing? I put a post and everything. Oh, I probably put it in announcements, didn't I? Like a smart person. There we go. At noon Central Standard Time. So right now, Central Standard Time, it is 7:45 p.m. So if anytime really that you want to in and out during the live, you'll be all good to go. But it will start at noon Central Standard Time on the 31st. That's Saturday. I figured it would also give people an opportunity to do their DAC purchasing so that you don't have to worry about, leaving or, multitasking or whatever. Because last year was a little bit of a scary scramble at the end there. But I didn't know any better then. So there you go. Okay. With the scavenger hunt for tonight, the way that it works is you can use anything. It can be your finishes, it can be what's in your works in progress, or it can be what's in your stash. And I'm going to be starting with like what is in my finishes first. If I can answer the question with my finishes, cool. And then I move on to heck is on this bag. Oh, it's piece of tape. Then I move on to If I can't figure something out in my finishes, then I move on to my whips. And then if I can't figure anything out in my whips, then I go on to my stash. Gives you plenty of opportunity to find whatever fits with the scavenger hunt questions. And like I said, I'm down 420, but otherwise I'm doing pretty good. I think that's still a passing grade, right? But you can participate if you want to. You don't have to. Points don't matter. We're just having fun. And if you want to play along, then what you're going to do is you're going to name the name of the kit and the artist if it's a licensed piece. If it's unlicensed, just give it a name. You know, maybe it's dogs in a kiddie pool or whatever. You can name it whatever you want to. But anything that you've finished, anything that you have in your whips, and anything that you have in your stash will count. You just name it and then, you know, move on, right? You got it. Easy to figure out. If it ends 11, it'll be the same. No, it's ending at noon on Sunday because it's starting on Saturday the 30th and it's ending at noon on the 1st of June, which will be Saturday into Sunday, right? Am I crazy? Hold on. Yes, the 31st is a Saturday and then the 1st is a Sunday. So it'll go from noon on Saturday into noon on Sunday. Also was better because of like having Dustin and the kids around to manage dogs and all of that fun stuff. Hi, Amy. So anyways, okay. Scavenger hunt questions. Like I said, use anything you like to, just name it. And yes, it's ending in June. Yes, you got it. Okay. So question 1. Was the hardest to kit up? Like so many colors or tiny bags? Was the hardest to kit up? Of my finishes, I'll give you one from my finished stuff, and then I'll give you one from my whips, okay? Because there's 2. I would say, oh wait, I wrote notes down. Hold on a second. You have a new family member who's a rabbit. Ooh, yeah, no, Sarah, I moved the time only because of the DAC drops. I just didn't want it to be tricky. Okay, I remember I have one in here where I had written, like, it was so staticky that it took me forever. This one, okay, so story time. This one took me 4 hours to kit up because of all the static. It was ridiculous. Now, granted, this was early days before I knew a lot of the tricks of getting rid of static. Like, I didn't know to put them in the freezer, or I didn't know to like breathe in the bag and shake it or whatever. But this one took me 4 hours to kit up because of the static. That was crazy. As for the one in my whip, that's obvious. That's going to be the Joe wall. My Josephine wall has 200 colors, and kitting up 200 colors was like no joke. That's Peacock Days by Josephine Wall. Yeah, that one, it's still in my whips, but my kit up took 10 hours. 10 hours. Crazy. Yes, thank you, Dustin. 10 hours. Your Jada Gem Shop with 4 million bags of like 100 drills each. Yeah, those are also tricky. Hi, Kat. Night Visitor Spangler. No, you're okay. Your Jada Gem Shop. Yeah. And then when they're static with the Jada Gem Shops, because the baggies are like teeny tiny, those ones are also a lot of fun to try and work out. Yeah, completely understand. Completely understand that. All right, give yourself a point. Point for each. No, just point for one. Rainy Day Mermaid. Not a lot of colors, but the static was horrible. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did Rainy Day Mermaid. I don't remember there being a lot of static with that one, but yeah, static is a problem. It is a problem. Guess mine would be the canvas with 2 elephants that I just finished. It was my only second DP ever and had 29 colors. Seemed like a lot. Oh, honey. Missy. Woo. When you start getting into like Diamond Art Club and licensed kits, and even unlicensed kits for that matter. This one has 70. It has 70 colors that I'm kidding, which probably seems like a metric butt ton, but honestly, it's not so bad. Once you've gotten yourself used to working with that many colors, it isn't so bad. Okay, just gonna put these in the tray because they're being a pain in the butt. Oh, right. I need a bag. The bag that I had for this ripped in half. But I know everyone does picks with lots more colors than that. Oh, yes, you will, definitely. No worries. We'll get you on the bandwagon before too long. And kitting up is, yeah, it's not everybody's favorite pastime, especially when you're dealing with a lot of static. It can be overwhelming to say the least. And then when I'm using my Elizabeth Wards, I always have to remember that I have to cut the stickers in half, which is just an added thing that I do. I don't really need you know what? I'm just gonna keep the symbol and DMC. I don't really need the actual number from the kit. Really learn to appreciate the pre-kitted up bags. That part. Okay, next question. Well, okay, this will be easy enough. You haven't even unboxed yet. There are several that I haven't unboxed yet, for various reasons. Like I don't I don't always unbox every single thing. I've in fact been saving a lot of things to unbox so that I can do an unboxing and then post review all in one video, like what Lisette does, because I think it's a little like cleaner to do it that way. It's just, all in one. You get the unboxing, you get the post review, bam, and you're finished. So I've been saving a lot of them to unbox for that reason. But one that I have not unboxed yet, I have not unboxed Dark Lilith. She's sitting behind me, so I'm looking right at her. Yeah, Dark Lilith from Margaret Morales has not yet been unboxed. What do you guys have? Name one that you haven't unboxed yet. Or are you the kind of person who, like, as soon as you get it, you want to see it, you want to look at the canvas, you want to look at the drills, maybe you unbox everything. And that's okay too. That's a valid choice. Whatever you like. Does unbox mean open? Then I think I have one kit that I didn't open yet. Like check. Okay, what's up, Amber? And I would assume that to be like sealed, never opened. Because obviously some kits come without boxes at all, but just one that you haven't given the once over, I guess. And I think that looking at your kits when you receive them, checking the colors, things like that is completely valid. Because what if you're missing drills? Or what if there's something wrong with the canvas? Or, whatever. But I think obviously content creation makes it a little bit different. You made it, Ms. Rock Music. Hello, hello. Oh, lost my sticker. I want to do that. I'm like a little kid. I have to unbox it as quickly as possible. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. Totally a valid life choice. Not that you need me to validate. I can language today. Not that you need me to validate your life choices, but I have a small DAC Amazon kit I haven't opened for that. Okay. All right, next question. You bought just for the drills, not the canvas. Okay, so I'm gonna edit that to mean just for the colors. A kit that you bought just for the colors. Um, just for the colors. I am gonna have to say that would be Mystery 47. But for finishes, Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. Hands down. Boom, done. From my finishes, definitely Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. And for those who do not remember what that looks like, it is this one. I bought that for the colors. I mean, I love the image. I've never been to Rome or Italy, but I loved the colors in it and it didn't matter. Thus started my love for Leon Devenici, even though this is the only piece by Leon Devenici that I have. But then really it would be just about anything from Color Out of Place. I think Color Out of Place does color better than almost not everybody, but almost everybody. They definitely they have colors down. Dusk to Dawn by Dak Freya. Poles of Color, Rainbow Tornado. Finish was so pretty you had to buy it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Grand Canal is really a good finish. Ducky finished it recently, and yeah, she was very, very, very happy that she had purchased it because it's definitely a good one. One of the better ones out there, I'll tell you. Oh, did I give myself a point? Question what? 3? I did not. Boom, give yourself a point. My Scary Man, named by me, canvas. I got strictly for the color scheme, gray, black, red, and the faint image. Okay. Isn't the Basilica in Rome? I know it's Grand Canal and Basilica Venice, but isn't the Basilica technically in Rome? I don't friggin' know. Like I said, never been there. I didn't go to school for geography. I'll call it what I want. Grand Canal and Basilica Doom. Serena, I love the colors. Yeah. That's a good colors. Definitely. Number 4. Oh God, this is going to be so many. Has a sky full of stars or galaxies. All of them. Okay, maybe not all of them, but damn near a lot of them. There are a whole lot of them. I would say I'll put it in this one. Okay, finishes for full of stars or galaxies will probably have to be sky full of stars. Uh let's go with, I mean, Voyager has the sky. Okay, Magical Moonlighter. That's got a galaxy kind of deal in the background, and then Voyager has stars, and then it's the night sky. Um, Even Loto Lunar has like the sky full of stars. I like stars. I like stars a lot. It's one of my favorite themes in a kit. It's just, yeah, it's a good theme. Um, as for my finishes though, I think that's kind of it for my galaxy themed things. Like Galaxy Heart. I mean, she's kind of stars and galaxy, right? Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for finishes. Well, no. take that back. Evening Melodies. That was the Milky Way and stars in a night sky. Yeah. My Universe in a Jar by Spangler. Ooh, okay. Oh, my Bear Brick Gias. Right. My Moon Goddess. That's a good one. Aquarius by Marchetti. Space Void. Oh my God, I love Naughty Space Void. That is one that if it archives before I can get it, I will be very sad. Bath Time by Yume. No, I know what Basilica means. I just thought it was in Rome. Like I said, never been there. Got me. Oh, gotta give myself a point. Did you give yourself a point? Give yourself a point. Rebirth has a bunch of stars, and I did an Amazon Owl one that was a ton of stars. Oh yeah, Paint the Moon. That's got like a whole night sky in it. All right, next question features a famous work of art or artist inspired piece. We'll obviously assume that that means like the masters, right? And for my finishes, I don't have a picture of it in my I don't have a picture of it in my finishes, but it would be Starry Night by Van Gogh, and it's from Diamond Dots. I have Cafe Night, Dala a guitar, and then I have a bunch in my like stash that would also count as, you know, copies of an old master. So yeah, I give myself a point for that. The Boudoir, there you go. There you go. It's a good one. So yeah, if you have an old master or something that's like an old master, because otherwise, yeah, obviously, if it's a licensed piece of artwork, then it is based off of an artist's work. But I've seen some really good inspired ones too, like what's her name? She does Big Eyed Girls, not Simona Candini. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I have her Alice in Wonderland in the Starry Night. That obviously is a take on Starry Night. But yeah, what do you have that's Old Master or Old Master inspired? Did the other, you know what? I feel like the Diamond Dots Starry Night is one of those kits that's like some sort of an initiation into diamond painting. I feel like that's one that a lot of people end up doing. That one in particular. It's like intro to diamond painting for people who shop at stores and stuff like that instead of online, because that's where I was when I first started out. Was I was purchasing only from like the craft store. So that was how I ended up with a Diamond Dots first. What else you got for famous masterpieces? I know Sarah's got some good ones in her stash. I think one of my favorites is the Lazy Rivercraft, um, uh, the suffrage one. Love that one. Angel of Justice also feels like based on a a known piece, though I could not tell you what piece that is. I have a couple of Van Gogh that I got from Diamond. I have a Monet from Diamond Dots. I feel like Diamond Dots is really good at doing the old masters. All right, next question. Oh, has a recognizable brand logo or a symbol. A recognizable brand logo or a symbol. Oh man, I don't know if I have any of that. Brand logo specifically? Oh, well, or a symbol. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Here we go. I would think that this would work. What? Yeah, I don't have Gamer Girl, Dustin, but I do have Catch Me, which has a Kirby in it, which I would think would be a symbol of Nintendo, right? There we go. Boom. And a Stitch. And then that's from Adventure Time, right? And then a Pokeball. Yeah, I would say that counts. Would my Marvel character camp? Sure. I would think so. Why not? I would think Disney characters would work, Nintendo characters. I've also got one from Jaded Gem Shop that has Link and Zelda in it from Breath of the Wild. And then Mrs. Butterdee, she's real good at sneaky putting stuff in. I would think that like um Under the Stairs or Flower Delivery, that those are, Kiki's Flower Delivery. Forest Friends or Legolas, sure, why not? Give yourself a point. Boom. All right, let's see. Cut this. I'm gonna get the next question. Bam. Did a Deadpool picture for my brother. Why not? I think it works. Hi, Tigger. All right. Get a drink here. Ooh, has fantasy armor or weapons like a sword and shield, etc., an axe, I suppose. I feel like Chrissa Bugs fit into this category because a lot of her pieces have some sort of fantasy armor or whatever. Like, I don't know that you can call it armor because she's mostly kind of naked, but I mean, the Morrigan, she's got like a top with feathers. She's naked, so that's not gonna work. Might have to move outside of my finishes here because I do have stuff in armor and things, but it would be, let's see, Chrissa Bugs Freya that I just got. I feel like she's got weapons. Anybody else with weapons in here? I don't think so. No, not really. Oh, wait, here we go. Honor the Masses. She's got a sword, right? That counts. We'll go with that. Honor the Masses by Anki Moore. Dark Lilith. There you go. Angel of Justice, Legolas. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome. Okay, gave myself a point for that. What else you guys got? Um, put you in this size. All right, where did there we go. I always have lots of fabric softener sheets ready to go for kit up purposes because you just never know. Didn't think of her and I just bought her. There you go. That's all right. Okay. Oh, Dropping drills. Doing the old drill drop here. Everything's so dusty. Men of honor for your older brother, other brother in the military. There you go. Also works. I should say. All right. Number 8. Oh, I didn't give myself a point for that. There we go. Got to give ourselves a point. Number 8 was a spontaneous purchase. It says a midnight purchase, but you know what it means. Like a spontaneous middle of the whatever purchase. Spontaneous purchase. In my finishes, trying to think what out of my finishes was like a spontaneous purchase that I was just like blew off the seat of my pants. I don't generally do spontaneous purchasing because I don't have the money for that. You know, I feel like with regard to my earlier Diamond Art Club purchases, like Wishes and Akemi, those were kind of spontaneous purchases because I was getting back into diamond painting after not diamond painting for a few years. So those felt spontaneous because I was just getting back into diamond painting. But yeah, they all are, really. Chrissy, I am kitting up Chroma. I am kitting Chroma up for the 24-hour live because I figured I'd come full circle with her. But Stacy, you're right. A lot of them are. When they happen, they are. Although it's nice with Diamond Art Club putting out what's coming, you know, because then I can kind of plan on it. It feels a little less spontaneous that way because I have a day or two to plan. You know what I mean? Okay, that was number 8. Give myself a point for it. Oh, I didn't show you a picture of what one I was talking about though. So that I got from Diamond Art Club after taking a very long break was a kit called Wishes by Sylvia Strike. She's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. She's around. And then on the next would have been Akemi, also Sylvia Strike. And I loved those so much. Sneaky Cat was a sale purchase at Hobby Lobby. There you go. Okay. Number 9 is in a theme you never thought you'd buy, but you did. Is in a theme you never thought you'd buy, but you did. In my finishes. Oh, that's hard. I might have to go to well, no, that's not true. Okay. Early days when we don't really know what the heck we like and we buy things sort of indiscriminately until we really know what we're into. I purchased a kit from Nickelodeon. It was an Ah Real Monsters called What's That Smell? And it's really outside of like my normal anything now. And I only bought it because I really liked Ah Real Monsters. So I picked that one up. So I will give myself a point for that. Boom. Because I most would not purchase something like that now. That would be 100% on the no thanks list. You will have her someday, Vicky. Don't worry. You'll get her. Cuz yeah, any like nowadays I stick to landscapes I really enjoy. Abstract and portraits. That's kind of just my meat and potatoes type kits. That's what I really like. That's what I stick to. So Nickelodeon kits are definitely anything cartoons, especially because it feels like there's so much freaking color blocking, and that was what I did not like about that kit. Oh man. Yeah, I did not love that about that kit. It's not fun to work on. Back, Dak Berry, Dak Berry, Merry Christmas. Oh, okay. I loved Ah Real Monsters, Missy. It was definitely one of my favorites. I liked Rugrats. I liked a lot of Nickelodeon cartoons from that particular era, as well as Cartoon Network. Cauldron of Myrrh, not a mermaid fan. Oh, okay. Loving care due to being a nurse. I usually have to have a person in mind. That's fair. That is fair. Number 10, you got in a trade or a swap. Got in a trade or a swap. Oh, I know exactly which one. If I can find her sticker. Find her sticker. Where's she hiding? It's her. There we go. I got her in a trade or a swap. It is a craftably kit. It is called Black Hole in the Milky Way by Eva Gamayan slash Tanya Shatsiva, because she changed her name at some point. But Black Hole in the Milky Way was a trade that I made with someone. What did I trade it for? Could not tell you. Do not remember, but I do know I got that one in a trade. Yes, boom. You guys do trades? All cats do go to heaven. Oh, okay. Trades are fun because it's like you didn't necessarily spend anything, and I'm not gonna say got rid of a kit that you didn't want, because you might have done it, but if you found something you liked better, then even better. And it's always nice when you find somebody else who's looking for something that maybe you have that you're not as excited to work on. Because I've definitely destashed kits that I probably still would have worked on, but if I find out that something is on someone's like unicorn list and it's not necessarily something that is like, yeah, I like it, but I don't love it so much that I'd cry if I didn't get it. So I tend to destash those or swap them or whatever. I'm not going to hold back somebody's unicorn if I don't feel that strongly about it, you know? Same person you did your trade with? Yeah, probably. Cozy Christmas from the Christmas box. Ooh, just Treasure Quest card trade count. Why not? Go for it, I say. There are no rules here. Not really. It's just a game. And that's a whole other market too with the Treasure Quest cards. Yeah, Amber, I'm sure it was the same person. And just like everything else it was kitted up into bags before I ever received it. Thankfully, all of the diamonds were there. I did check because, yeah, not really known for heavy organization. Just leave it at that. All right, next question. Let's find out. That was number 10. Number 11 shows a spooky house or mansion. Uh-oh. See, this is where I end up failing because really I don't really do kits that have themes like that. Spooky house or mansion. Do I even have one with a spooky house or a mansion in it? I have one with a castle, but it's not spooky. It is not what I would describe as spooky. Oh man, I think I'm going to lose a point on this one. Oh man. Spooky house or mansion. Spooky house or mansion. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a point for that because I don't believe I have anything with a spooky house or a mansion. Hold on. Let me grab my stash list here. Look it over really quick. Okay. No. House is not a spooky mansion. No. Oh, hold on. The Black Magic Edition. Aha. Black Magic Edition has. Oh, look at me pulling this out of my butt. The Black Magic Edition has a spooky. It has like a spooky church in it. Yes, look at that. Pulled it out of my butt. Woo! Well, Sarah, isn't that also how you ended up not having all of the diamonds for yeah, okay. So Black Magic Edition saved me. Cuz yeah, I don't know. Ooh, wait. Just lost the sticker. I am almost positive. Uh-oh. Where did the sticker go? This is for the next one, which is going to go in here. All right, where'd that sticker go? Oh, there it is. Haha. Not into spooky kits. Yeah, me either. But yeah, the Black Magic Edition, that had a little spooky house in it. Woo. Going upstairs to look at your stash. Brought some kits to the swap table at the retreat and got some kits in return, but it wasn't like a pre-planned trade. It doesn't have to be. Hi, Liana. All right. That was number 11. Number 12. You keep in your stash just in case, like as you could call it a flavor saver or a rainy day kit or an emergency kit. It's in your stash just in case. Oh, the House in Starry Night. Yeah, I didn't even think about that one. Yeah, that works. That definitely works. It is a bit of a spooky vibe. Okay, so Tell me one of your flavor saver or rainy day or in case of emergency kits. And I know Melissa doesn't really do this too much because she said she just kind of wants to go for it. And I do agree that, hold nothing back because you don't know if you'll be here tomorrow. And she said that, somebody that she hates could end up with her stash and maybe that she doesn't even like gets to do the kit. That's fair. Um, but obviously, since I can't work on everything, wow, Dustin, that was violent. Bless you, I guess. Um, I would say, um, your alcoholic dragon canvases. You do not, you're losing at this game. Oh no. But you don't have anything that like you haven't done yet that's one of the ones that you were like dying to get? Because I can't imagine you've done all of them, have you? I mean, maybe you have. You're quick. You're quick, like me. Might even be quicker than me. A flavor saver. No, a flavor saver is like you keep it because you want to savor it. Katie calls it a rainy day kit. Something that you're holding on to because you want to either give it the proper attention or you want to this is not all the way closed. You want to give it the proper attention or you want to make sure that you're in the right mood or wow, Togo. Give her something of what you have, Dustin, because clearly she wants one. What do you got? Pistachios? You're keeping pistachios from the bird? You can't do that. That's not allowed. She says that is not allowed. Nothing in my stash that I'm like, I'm going to save this for a special occasion. Okay, fair. Sarah says, I should be like that, Melissa. I'm petty to be like one of them. Inside Watery Eyes by Margaret Morales. It was the one I wanted the most when I first discovered her art at DAC last year. Abby says, yeah, Inside Watery Eyes. Yeah, color out of place. Dreamscapes. Dark Lilith. Okay. Solstice was mine. I have to pick a new one now. Yes. A sanity saver. A sanity saver. It could be a sanity saver. Yeah. Um, well, in my finished stuff, it was try to follow. Because one, it's the most I've spent on a kit. I spent an embarrassing amount of money on it. It was stupid, but I don't regret it. I'll put it that way. That said, I saved it and then I worked on it when I hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel because I needed to mark what I felt was like a really momentous event because it felt like being legitimized, I guess. And so I worked on try to follow and it made me feel like a real boy. Felt like a real boy. What number was that? That was 12. But as for one that I currently have in my stash as like a flavor saver, Satura. I think Satura is probably, yes, 47 is up there, and I am saving it for a very special occasion, probably when I hit like 5,000 subscribers. But I would have to say that Satura, one, she's the one that was hardest for me to get out of Margaret Morales's kits. I got cart snatched twice. I watched another YouTuber burn one with a iron or with an iron, like because they were ironing the kit. that broke my heart because it was one that I had been just honestly dying to get my hands on. And I think I think all the time about working on her, but then I'm like, but if I work on it, I won't have it. And then that makes me sad to think about. But it also makes me sad that it's just like sitting in a box and waiting to be worked on. So kind of double-edged sword there. But yeah, I would have to say it'd probably be Satura. Because she's really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Dragon artist, first CP I ever saw and fell in love with it. There you go. Okay, next one. Oh, relax, bird. You don't need snackums that bad, you little freak. Next one, 13. Features a desert, cactus, or southwestern vibe. Features a desert, cactus, or southwestern vibe. Okay, I might lose this one because, okay, wait, no. That's not, that has succulents, not cactuses. It isn't the same difference though. It is, but it isn't. Little Lizard Garden. However, I have Houseplants edition from Paint Gem, and that does have cactuses in it. Oh, yeah. Pulling it out with the paint gems. I hate these questions. But yeah, technically succulents count as cactuses. It's the same thing. Dustin says yes. Dustin says succulents count. Also succulents, but not all succulents are cactuses. So saith Sir Succulent. So if you're counting a succulent, it counts because a cactus is a succulent. But as for like Southwest vibe, no. I don't have any of those. Not that they're not beautiful, I just don't have any of them. Everybody says thank you, Dustin. I say no, everyone suffer points with me. Melissa would like to not suffer alone, please and thank you. And she's like, I'll suffer by myself. All right, let's see here. Dustin to the rescue. That's right. Sometimes. Remembrance of a Lost Legend. Yeah, there is kind of that, like, I guess you could call it like a Southwest vibe to her like clothing, to that like circle that's behind her with the very desert motif. Yeah. All right, that was number 13. Number 14 includes a rainbow gradient effect. Got everything that I have. The one that I'm kitting up right now, Chroma, Grand Canal and Basilica Venice, Aurora Boreal from Realizations Eric at Karen, Foxy Lady. Foxy Lady, she's got a rainbow gradient tail. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give myself a point. Everything I have is rainbow, pretty much, not everything, but it's like it's either rainbow or it's space or it's fish. Yeah. It's like pretty much my vibe. Everything by color out of place. Yeah. Well, not everything, but damn near. Because Surreal Blues is not rainbow gradient. I think the reason I like Surreal Blues so much is because it is so from all of their other pieces. Rainbow head, yep. There's lots. There's whole lots. A lot of good ones. Holes of color and tornado. Yep. Those definitely will count. Because most of Color Out of Place's stuff is definitely rainbow. Did I give myself a point? I did. Okay. Number 15 was bought just for an event, even if you didn't join it. Was bought just for an event, even if you didn't join it. Down the rabbit hole. I mean, okay, that's not totally true. I did buy Down the Rabbit Hole for Mary Morales. Because the event was already going on. I was basically done with Mizuchira. So I did Down the Rabbit Hole as like, I'm going to need to work on something else because I had already whipped my way through it and I had a month left on the event. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to definitely need to do something about that. So yeah, Down the Rabbit Hole by Margaret Morales. Angel of Justice, Starry Night was for Summer with the Masters, and then you didn't join. I actually also I ended up getting this really little Mona Lisa. I have her right here, actually. This little teeny Mona Lisa that I have, I got for Summer with the Masters just because I wanted to do just something. And then I didn't join either. I didn't join. I didn't end up doing anything with Summer with the Masters. Halloween Witch by Sarah Mustafa. Oh, okay. That's a cute kit. That is a very cute kit. I like how she glows. Looks like she's glowing. See, this is why I wish that my order that I had placed forever and ever ago wasn't canceled because everything was out of stock. Because I need all small of the Elizabeth Ward. So I have more of them. But when I ordered them, Amazon canceled my order. Rude. Because like everything in here doesn't have enough drills to put in a large sized anything. Dang it. All right, next question. Did I give myself a point for that? That was 14, 15. That was 15. Okay, number 16. Shows an angel or guardian being. Shows an angel or a guardian being. Purity will be my answer out of my finishes. Purity is an angel. I will show you a picture in a moment. Purity. She was like my last finish of last year. Or she was my first of this year, one of the two. Purity, where are you hiding? There she is. First finish of this year. Purity, she's an angel. She's very pretty. I don't think I have anything. I'm not really into it. A phoenix is a guardian being, Jamie. I would definitely call that a guardian being. I think Dark Lilith is also she's definitely giving off the vibe of guardian being. Any of the gods or goddesses, I would think in some way are a guardian being. A Josephine Wall. I don't know which Josephine Wall you're talking about necessarily, but like Spirit of Flight, I think that she's meant to be like a guardian being of the bird and or flighted variety. The Seraphina, yep. Um, I would definitely say that Spirit of Flight would count. A set, Chrysabug, yep. Um, yeah, a lot of the Chrysabugs or gods and goddesses would definitely count because they're their own guardian of something. Love, life, animals, water, whatever. I say go for it. Yes. Why not? Okay, let's see. That was number 16. Number 17, you would never part with no matter what. Okay, that's hard because I think everything has a number, right? Everything has a dollar amount attached to it. Like if somebody walked up to me and said, I will give you $1 million, a literal $1 million, there is no kit in my stash that I would not go, here you go. I can replace it. Now, that being said, right, there are kits that were very, very, very hard to get. But with $1 million, you get anything, right? Now, taking money out, right? Pretending that there is no offer on the table. It's just, okay, this is just a kit you just do not want to part with. Because again, everything has a dollar amount. Everything does. You can do a lot with $1 million. I could improve my life immediately with $1 million and my family's life, right? So taking money out. Mystery 68, Margaret Morales. Somebody had asked on D-Stash what, you know, if they could buy her from somebody at a reasonable price. And I thought about asking, like, is $600 reasonable? Persephone by Roy Trin. That's a good one. That's a very good one. The new one, Rainbow Bridge. Okay. Yeah. It would have to be Mystery 68. I mean, and obviously money changes the entire thing, but we're pretending like money is not involved. This is just as it is, right? And that would be Mystery 68. Hell no. I would say maybe following behind that would be like Night Owl from by Margaret Morales from Diamond Shop, only because Diamond Art Club hasn't done her yet, or like Starlight or um the the Witch, like because I can't get replacements for those yet. But yeah, Mystery 68 also because you can't get a replacement for it. Or you'd pay a lot. I would be willing to part with anything that isn't discontinued. Okay, but what are some things you would not be willing to part with? All the things that are discontinued? You're like, nah, would never happen. Because again, we're taking money out of it. Money is just, yeah. Money being no issue at all. All right, that was number 17. So let me give myself a point for that. Number 18 is the most unique. No, skipping that one. That one doesn't even make sense. Well, no, okay. I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's in here. The most, excuse me, the most canvas shape. Now, that could be coasters, that could be the non-canvas type, okay? Most unique shape. but obviously not like a regular canvas because I don't have anything like that. And you probably don't have anything like that, but maybe you have stickers because I have stickers and those are in unique shape. Because that's what I'm going to go with because that's what I have. Okay? But maybe you have coasters or maybe you have sparkle pals or maybe you have something else. All right? No judgment. I but that's what I'm going to go with because that's what I have. Wish you could have her too. Don't understand why that piece was. Yeah, I don't know. It makes zero sense, Abby. It makes zero sense to anyone. You can have yours. Just come look at it. Yeah. And then they'll ride you down the stairs like a surfboard and take it. I know this game. I play this game. Come ride you down the stairs for your canvases like surfboard. Danger. Danger. Nothing. I'm bothered by anything that doesn't have a grid, and a lot of the unique shapes are not grid. Okay. That's fair. I don't have any sparkle pals or anything like that myself, but I do have the stickers. That's about it. Feathers, coasters, keychains shaped like butterflies, did a clock, a mirror, notebooks, jewelry boxes. That's cool. That sounds fun though. Oh, almost lost my sticker just then. Plant stakes. Oh, that sounds cute. Fridge magnet. Okay. Mini dazzle rainbow. Adhesive is not square or rectangle. Strictly against doxing myself on YouTube. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I'll rub and touch it. Oh, not that mean. Saw a pillow as a diamond art and that confused me. Yeah. What if the glue is that just sounds not smart. Like in the least. Okay. All right. That was 18. Number 19. You changed the original artist's color palette. Or you made major changes. Let's put it that way. You made major changes to the colors or whatever, not just like subbed out for I mean, I guess subbed out for specials is also changing it, but yeah, like you made some major changes. Um and for that one, I think really the only one that I've made like besides just specials is Alice by Sarah Mustafa. And I can't remember for the life of me what character she's based off of. Okay, I have no idea. But Alice by Sarah Mustafa, I wanted it to look, it looks a lot like my oldest daughter. I gave it to her for a graduation present. So I changed the eyes to blue. I changed the butterflies. Like I made all the butterflies different. I really blinged up the necklace and the diadem, and that was not in the original. So, yeah, Alice by Sarah Mustafa. That's the one that I made the most changes to. I already know which one of yours, Abby. Yes. And that would be her Trin Zodiac. Not major, but I'm changing that dragon tooth of Dragon Spirit. Oh, is there a problem with the tooth in Dragon Spirit too? Because I know Mizuchira, the one had a gray tooth, and I was like, no, I'm gonna fix that. Wasn't a major change, but it definitely needed change. I love small projects. They're my filler since I only do one canvas at a time. That's fair, Glory. That is very fair. Especially if you're only doing one at a time. You got to do something. And I guess the nice thing about that too is like, then you don't get necessarily distracted away from the one piece that you're working on by 8 different pieces in a row, because that happens to me a lot. The most I did was an enhancement kit on Threads of Universe. Okay. What did you do with it, Stacy? That means your chair. Okay. Didn't use a lot of the ABs and apples along the bottom. I did a tan instead. Okay. Threads of the Universe is really cool. Really cool kit. Okay, that was number, hold on, what number was that? That was number 19. I had to give myself a point. 19. Number 20. Reminds you of your childhood or youth. Reminds you of your childhood or youth. Out of my finishes, I would have to say that that is Veiled in Starlight by Colorful Cat Studios. This one, it reminds me of the movie The Last Unicorn, and that is 100% from my childhood. As is, let's see, what else reminds me of my childhood? There's got to be at least one more. Mulan, Honor the Masses, that reminds me of my childhood, or at least my young adulthood. Another Alice in Wonderland inspired with Down the Rabbit Hole. Teddy Bear. She has Care Bears as her hair pieces. Yep. Boom. What's one that reminds you of your childhood? It was a kit through DP with sparklers. Oh, that. Okay. Like an enhancement kit from DP with sparklers. Fair enough. Sybil Art Gem. Ooh, yeah. Jealous. That is a really good one. Oh, and for the record, I am mean enough to ride somebody down the stairs like a surfboard or yeah. I am that mean. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll come to your house and ride you down the stairs. Be the most fun we've both had for free. Until you call the cops on me, and then it's not so fun anymore. Yeah, Melissa, it's a good one. It's a real good one. That was a Daimoon shop, right? It's good. It's so good. Not gonna come ride you down the stairs for it, but it is a good one. Okay. That was number 20. Number 21. Features glowing eye. Okay. Here's the thing about that. Glowing does not need to mean glowing with like glow in the dark drills, okay? Glowing can just be like really bright eyes on a really dark subject or whatever. You know what glowing means, okay? In your mind, it does not have to mean glow in the dark. I'll say that first because, you know, not everybody uses glow in the dark stuff. It's totally fine. For me on that one, it would definitely have to be Divide of Attraction by Rose Prophet from Captured by Radiance. Glow. Her eyes in this piece, like when you see it in real life, because it looks very with my lights, but her eyes are like this beautiful amber color and they pop. I mean, they are just chef's kiss. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So whatever you interpret glowing eyes to mean, right? That's what it means. Avatar State from Nickelodeon. Okay. Yes, Sarah. Show pictures. So good. Curtis Reikovich Mystery from Dreamer Designs. Ooh, okay. Now, did that one actually have glow in the dark eyes, or was it just like her eyes just glowed because of the darkness of the actual image? Because that's a good one too. Boom. All right, number 22 has a witchy or spell casting theme. Number 22 has a witchy or spell casting theme, and it's a whip. Because I have finishes that are witchy also, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the one that I'm currently working on, which is Witch Bedroom. Everything in it is witchy, along with Cauldron of Myrrh, very witchy kit. She's wearing a witch hat. She's got a black cat. She's got all kinds of things in it that are witchy vibes. So, yeah, I give myself a point for that one. That's number 22. A witchy theme. Out of control, Lorenz. That bird got eyes on it. Oh, okay. Not glow in the dark, they just glow. Right on. Okay. Oh, fortune teller. Yeah, that cat's eyes glow. Especially the black kitty cat. And its eyes are very, if I remember correctly. All right, let's see here. In there. That was 22. Number 23. You plan to display in a specific room. You plan to display in a specific room. Well, I have not yet like put it in a frame. I want to put it in a frame. Try to Follow is going to go somewhere where I can look at it all the time. And then move into my daughter's old room. A lot of my canvases are going to end up going up on the wall somehow. I'm not sure how yet, but it's going to happen. But I know for sure that, like, as far as putting it in a frame and going like the whole 9 yards with it, Try to Follow. Rainbow Tornado. It'll be hung and framed in the living room. Okay. A good one. Color Out of Place just, they just make good canvases for hanging up in places. Haven't worked on it yet, but kitchen ducks in my kitchen. Okay. Sabbath Night wanted a pop of color and it's hanging up and you see it when you walk in the house. Oh, that's good. It's very good. All right. That was 23. Number 24 shows a celebration, like a birthday, a wedding, etc. Shows a celebration. In my finishes, I don't know that I have anything that specifically shows a celebration. No, just take him with you. You got to tell him to get up.
Bye.
That's what you got to say. That exactly is what you've got to say. Barefoot beach for my aunt. She wants to hang it in the dining room. Ooh, okay. Solstice is going in your living room. Brow chicka brown cow. Burnt rose is going in the living room when dry mounted. Right. And I thought, as far as in my stash, because I don't have a finished one, tea party is definitely celebrating like the get together of friends. Oh, is everybody gonna say tea party? Oh shit. Okay. Celebrating something. Celebrating something. Now I gotta look. Celebrating something. Are any of these really celebrating something? Let's see. Year of the Dragon. There we go. Boom. It's celebrating the Year of the Dragon. Cheating. Yep. That's what I'm going with. It's celebrating the Year of the Dragon. Don't judge me. Because that's what I got, damn it. That is what I've got. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I have with a celebration because I don't do themey type hits, and it's not, because no judgment or anything. I don't buy them. Tea party, yeah. But I'm gonna go with Year of the Dragon since everybody else picked tea party. Jamie, you have that Hanukkah one. That's a celebration, is it not? Where she's lighting the menorah? I think that'd be a celebration. Of 8 crazy nights. I think it works. I'm going to say it works. And I made the rules, right? No, I didn't. There are no rules, really. If you think it works for a celebration, then it works for a celebration. Yeah, why not? I say, why not? All right, that was number 24. Okay, number 25 came with a toolkit you actually used. Oh, Maban. Yep, that's celebrating. Summer solstice. Persephone of spring. Kind of celebrating spring. Actual solstice kit. Yeah, that's celebrating solstice. That looks like a summer solstice type of deal. I don't have any Hannah Lynn's. All of hers seem to be celebrating something. Okay. That was number 24. Number 25, a toolkit that you actually used. So when I first got Wishes from Diamond Art Club, and it came with, you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It came with the clear, sparkly tray. Okay. It had that flat, clear, sparkly tray. I used that. I used the, back then I was still using the stylus with like, but I had saved all of my squishies and put them on the whole pen to make the pen a little thicker all the way, like from the top to the bottom. It cramped my hands so bad. I used the darker pink wax because I used like Diamond Dots pink wax, which was fine, but I don't think that it was nearly as good as the Diamond Art Club pink wax. But yeah, when I got Wishes, that was my first time using a Diamond Art Club toolkit, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I used the entirety of that toolkit. Old DAC kit. I used the washi tape and cover minders. Yeah, I even used the cover minder then. I mean, I used everything. But I don't know that that one, no, that one had the paper, not the paper, the old plasticky bags. Not the paper bag one, but the like the littler plastic bag, kind of like the bag they come in now, but it didn't have, you know, the stuff it has now in it. And it didn't have washi tape or a cover minder that I can remember. Not in Wishes or in a Chemi. I didn't have any tweezers because it was round. But I do use Diamond Art Club tweezers or Dreamer Designs tweezers. The ones I'm using currently are Dreamer Designs, but that's just because the ends are not as like razor sharp. Like it's got a bit like snubbier of an end on it. It's not like okay, like this Diamond Art Club. No, that's a bad example. This one. Okay. You see how this one is like it's so sharp, almost like curved on the end. One part of this is like almost flipped over because comparatively it is way sharper, like way sharper. So I use a Dreamer Designs pair, and then these I guess I just keep around in case I need a weapon for stabbing people in the eyeballs. I'm not sure. But that was number 25. Number 26 includes lace, ribbons, or clothing details. So, like a special clothing detail. Old DAC kit from Eiffel Night, the old small kit. Oh, okay. Hi, Lady Sam. Okay. One with like clothing, like ribbons, lace, or special clothing effect, right? And for that one, I'm going to have to go with Teddy Bear because Teddy Bear, she has a lot of ruching on her shirt. Oh, where is she? Where are you at, lady? Well, see, she's got some tulle. She's got tulle and pearls on her dress, but that's not what I was looking for. And she has like lace up at the top of her dress there. It's hard to see, but she has ruching on her dress. And then I feel like something else had lace in it, maybe. Or this one, she has lace. It's hard to see, but she has lace in her collar. Yeah. Solstice has ribbon. Yep. Satura's outfit had a lot of detail. Oh, yeah. All the details. Heavy detail in her stuff. I think I can fit this in a small. I need a bigger one, I think. I don't like it when they don't fit perfectly, like when there's a big space, a gap. Yeah, we don't want a gap. Oh, I got to give myself a point for that, huh? 26. Right? Yeah, that was 26. 27 was your most affordable kit. Most affordable kit in my finishes. Well, affordable is like it's kind of I feel like that's kind of like a loaded question, right? Because depends on financially how you're doing at the time and whatnot. But if we're saying a kit that's like inexpensive without being cheap, right? Because there is a huge difference between an inexpensive kit and a cheap kit. I would say that like value to dollars for a kit that was really affordable, Um, Probably, let's see. I got some in D stash, but that's not really what I want to talk about. It's probably going to be like my Paint the Moon. It was an Amazon exclusive. This one is, it was like they got 33 by 46 and it was not expensive at all. It was a square, my very first square. Took me 2 days. I couldn't put it down. But this one I feel like was like my most affordable, along with like getting paint gems on sale. Uh because when paint gems are on sale, those are like ridiculous cheap, really, when you think about the value versus whatever. Um but if it, like not including D stash stuff, just like sales, not including the ones that I've purchased entirely with points, because I've purchased things entirely with points too, you know? All right, let's see. I need the next size up. This one. A mushroom kit I got from Amazon for like $12. Hard to know sometimes if you're getting cheaper and expensive. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. Very true, Sarah. Very true. Very true, Sarah Tops. All right, that was number 27. Number 28, you plan to donate or give away. Rather, Sarah, the last one you finished was pretty affordable and good quality. I would agree with that. Yeah. You plan to donate or give away. So I just gave a kid away and I've got to stick it in the mail, which I am doing. I was supposed to do today, but Dustin didn't show up until after 6 and made me miss the post office. So I have to send it out tomorrow. Um, and I would say that that is Rainbow Reflections by Deborah Malcolm. I decided to donate that to someone who has not worked on a Diamond Art Club kit before. And it might not be like the most recent Diamond Art Club quality. It's still going to be better quality than like one of the really cheap Amazon, Temu, Shein, AliExpress variety of kits. And so, I figured it would still be a step up from what she had been working on. And so yeah, Rainbow Reflections by Deborah Malcolm is a donate. I did that very recent. Get a lovely peacock for only $5 hanging in my dining room. Nice. Can't remember the name, but the girl with the book from Captured by Radiance, gifting to your sister. Oh, something of knowledge. Ah, why can't I think of the name? Something with knowledge, something of knowledge. I know it when you're talking about though. She's kind of got her boobs on the like resting on the stack of books. One that hasn't been done. I donated 15 Amazon kits to my niece. Sure, that works. Because it may be one that you're not planning on doing, or it might be one that, their kits, or you knew better about licensing or whatever. There'd be a lot of reasons that you're going to donate a kit. Could be a company that's no longer around, or confetti you don't want to deal with, or color blocking you don't want to deal with, or whatever. Be a lot of reasons. But for me, it was like it was because mostly I just wanted her to have a Diamond Art Club experience, and I thought, well, this is one that yes, I would still work on and I still enjoy, but I just I felt like I wanted to make sure that she got to try something from DAC. So that was the one that I picked. Yerp. Oh, did it backwards. Oh well. Put that over there for right this second. All right. Couldn't afford any more kits and I wasn't going to do them. Fair. Okay. That was 28. Number 29 is still in its original plastic wrap. Again, Dark Lilith. In fact, looking behind me, Forest Sprite. She's also in her original seal. I haven't broken the seal on Forest Sprite, so I'll go with that. Forest Sprite. She's in her original sealed. What does everyone think is worse, color blocking or confetti? For me, color blocking. I enjoy a good confetti piece, especially if it's not just like needless confetti for, whatever. But sometimes a computer rendered piece gives a better look to the image than smoothing everything out and making it look boring. Especially like watercolor pieces, they tend to look better in more confetti. But color blocking makes me want to stab out my own eyeballs with a pair of knitting needles. Because it's so freaking boring. If the whole piece is just like color blocking the entire time, I know I won't like it. Because that happened with Ah Real Monsters, and I just did not have a good time on that kit. I was so happy when it was done. I vowed never to buy another super heavy color blocking kit ever again. It's just way too monotonous for me. Like boring. All right. That's 29. Number 30. You bought it because someone raved about it. Shit. Too many? Bought it because someone raved about it. Um, Waha, that was fun. Sorry about that. Yeah, slap that like button while you're sitting there. Okay. Not sure what the last one or last. Hello again. God. Right, juju. Enough juju. We don't want any more juju. Should we have a seance or something? I'm I'm not certain. Maybe we should. Good Lord. All right. I shouldn't have told you to slap the like button. Maybe that was what it was. The slapping of the like button is a little too far overboard, I guess. Something is happening. Can't even blame Beans. He's not here. He's out with Dustin on a car ride, so not the dogs. I just guess everything decided to take a plunge all of a sudden. Anyways, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome me even. Okay. So number 29, we got that one, right? What time are we at? There's only a few minutes left of the live anyway. So I think that's plenty of time for us to hit 30. Since that was 29, number 29 was still in the original plastic wrap. Oh, sorry, 30 was you bought it because somebody raved about it, and then we were talking about how I enable everybody to do everything. That sounds correct. Dang it all. That must have been what it was. I've enabled too many people and it tipped the balance, I guess. Everything just went completely poop nuts over here. Anyways, wow. That's why I put it in a tray because I dumped most of it out of the bag. Okay. I could go another few minutes and get a few more in there. Sure, why not? Okay. Number 31. 31 was supposed to be quick, but wasn't. Number 31 was supposed to be quick, but wasn't. Spirit from Dreamer Designs. That one was supposed to be quick. Throwing stuff. That one was supposed to be quick, but wasn't. In fact, I started working on it because somebody was going to buy it from me on Reddit, and So I had worked on it. I was gonna sell it to her, and then it ended up taking me months because I hated it so intensely. I wanted to throw it away. I wanted to burn it. I wanted it to just die in a fire. So I will give myself a point for spirit. It was supposed to be quick, but wasn't. The feathered hedge witch. Hey, you went pretty fast on that, Vicky. All of your Moraleses are my fault. Oh, fair. I'll take full blame for that. I will always take full blame for Morales's. Absolutely. Rainy Day Mermaid, Aquarius by Eau Claire Studios. Now, see, what was it that held you guys up on those that they were supposed to be quick, but they weren't? Yeah, Vicky, I thought you actually went through the Feathered Hedge Witch like pretty damn quickly. That was I would say that was in like normal time. I mean, I maybe you don't, I guess. Not as fast as I thought. More confetti than anticipated. That's fair. That will happen. Okay, number 32. Features an artist you discovered through diamond painting. That's a lot. That's actually a lot of them because many of the artists that I have in my stash are ones that I discovered through diamond painting. Um, namely, like, let's go with like Chrissa Bug, uh, Margaret Morales, um, Christine Karen is another good one. Camilla de Erico was on my radar prior to painting. And then I saw her works at Diamond Art Club and fell in love. Color Out of Place was not on my radar before diamond painting. An older Orloa, it was the amount of trash drills that slowed me down. Yeah, that happens too. Goodness. But yeah, actually, diamond painting introduced me to a lot of artists that I was previously fully unaware of. And I put no thingies in there. There we go. Curtis Reykjavik. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Christopher Lovell. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All of them. Okay. For me, it's Duck Bath. I'm over here, or I'm over a week behind where I should be. Well, you know what, though? Listen, the thing about being fast, right? Whether you are enjoying the experience. And if you are enjoying the experience, then it doesn't matter how long it takes you. But I do understand that feeling of like, should I be done with this by now? Like, I feel like I've been working on this one for 85 years. I feel like Azalea currently is one of those where that's probably one that under other circumstances I might have finished sooner, but the it's a lot of confetti, a lot of blue. And so it's just a lot of the same. And I think once I get out of the section where it's like legitimately all of that just like all jumped out of the tray. That was funny. Um, that I'll be able to move quicker throughout the diamond painting. But most artists, I think the only one I knew before was Yume. Oh, okay. All but the old masters. All right. Makes sense. All right. Let's go with one last one. Wait, can we do two more? Let's do two more since that was number 33, right? One, two. No, that was 32. 32. Number 33, we'll do one more. And we'll go 33 and make it an odd number. And we will go with excuse me. You feel intimidated to start. one that you feel intimidated to start. And it's actually I'm intimidated to start because I've already started it, but it's one that I'm intimidated to continue. And then I'll give you one that I'm intimidated to start. Uh, and that would be my Josephine Wall. I am really intimidated on continuing working on that one, but I'm sure I'll get over it and keep working on it. The problem is that I don't have the correct setup right now. My tables got taken, and so I'm trying to get out of excuse land and back into working on it again land. You know what I mean? And then one that's in my stash that I'm intimidated to work on. Um, I would say, mm, probably Sake Dragon looks a little bit more intimidating than I anticipated. I actually didn't mean to buy it. I had it in my cart. I was gonna get something else, but it was Black Friday or Cyber Monday, one of the two. And I panicked and I just went ahead and hit because I didn't want to waste any more time and then lose something that was in my cart. So I purchased Sake Dragon and then opening it and looking at it, and it's a lot of confetti. And like I don't dislike confetti. It's just it's a lot of it, and dragons are not something that I do all the time, right? So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But Sake Dragon, and I believe that's by Stanley Morrison. That one's got me a little bit butthole puckery, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Nyx by Leoba, but not because of the art, because I'm scared to see what symbols are being used. That's fair. Zodiac by Muka from Jada Gem Shop, max size. Ooh, yeah, that's some serious work right there. Uh my J Walls, Dusk to Dawn. That kit is freaking massive. Your J Wall from the one with the diamond art, Shaylee by Micah Jelena for some reason. Okay. Winter Solstice for all the white. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. But all right. Well, I'm about halfway through. I'm going to continue on. I'm heading over to Discord to the usual place. I hope that some of you guys will come on over and join me. I'm going to get myself probably in the bathroom real quick and then I'll be on there. But I hope that I will see some of you in there. Otherwise, I will be back on YouTube on Saturday, but prior to that, I will be on Twitch on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I hope that some of you will come and join me there. Otherwise, if not, I shall see you in the Whippin' Chat, which will post tomorrow. I will be, recording that later this evening. And then till next time, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful, beautiful world of ours, you are having a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you currently are. All right, I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Slap that like button on your way out. Slap it so hard it slaps my